gosh. Wow.
And he's going over the edge.
Oh, my gosh. Whoa.
A high-speed chase this morning captured by News Chopper 4 in Tarzana. The driver sped down the 101 and 23 freeways and straight into the streets of Thousand Oaks. He was weaving in and out of traffic, running lights, driving on the wrong side of the street. A CHP cruiser tried to stop him with a pit maneuver, but spun out. Another cruiser tried it again a few minutes later. This time it worked. CHP officers surrounded the car with guns drawn until the man came out, laid on the ground, and then you see the officers coming in, and they will handcuff him. Now, the CHP tells us an officer tried to pull him over originally for speeding and reckless driving in Tarzana, but the man refused to stop.
Three rounds there at the police officer.
What somebody's thinking when they get behind the wheel, they steal a vehicle. Now, grand theft auto, this suspect wanted for at this point, seems to be a lot more reckless, and this becomes a whole lot more dangerous when you start to see a truck moving this fast, doing U-turns in the middle of an intersection, swerving in front of other vehicles, going through red lights. This is when things get really dangerous for innocent people, Mark, that don't know a guy like this is coming.
You know, and Jessica, you kind of alluded to it. This vehicle, you know, driving a little bit more recklessly as he makes his way. Oh my gosh, wait. He is going onto a freeway off-ramp. So that's the freeway off-ramp to the 215 North. He is now going opposite traffic here. So now he's going wrong way on the 215 freeway. You see him, oh my gosh, this is going to be very dangerous, guys. We're talking about the 215 freeway northbound. This guy is now traveling southbound in the slow lane. So we have not seen this for a while, but look at this guy. What is going through his mind? He is now traveling the wrong way on the 215 freeway, northbound on the 215 freeway, traveling southbound over towards the 60 from where he came. And now the truck is stopping. Maybe he realizes the danger here, but now the truck is stopping, and it looks like he's getting out. He's going to try and climb the fence here and still evade officers. So now, what is he going to do? He was on the fence, and now he's back in the truck. Is he going to start moving again? He sure is. My goodness, you're seeing this, Jessica, just as we are here, traveling in the wrong lanes of traffic here, northbound on the 215 freeway. He is traveling southbound against traffic, and as he makes his way southbound on that right shoulder, he is going to be coming up to an area where he might be actually, well, he's going to make a U-turn, and now he's going to be northbound on the 215. Whoa. Wow, okay, you just saw it. He just went over the side. My gosh, okay, so there is just a lot of damage to the vehicle. The freeway at this point is going to come to a stop seemingly here, but officers are going to approach, but very cautiously. They don't see any movement at this point. I don't see any movement. Is the driver going to be okay? Is he basically mobile, ambulatory? Is he going to be able to get out of this vehicle as per the instructions of the CHP officers when they get on scene?
Mark, you can see on the driver's side, the either he is moving or the door is he attempts to be moving the door to try to get out. You can see his body, or is that an airbag there? I can't really tell.
It's hard to tell at this point, guys. I'm going to try and maneuver Sky 5 into a position where we might be able to see a little bit more, get a little bit better visibility here. But yeah, wow, just an amazing crash, as you just saw here, westbound side of the 215. We are just going to maneuver around, and we're going to continue around to see if we can...
Some movement inside that cab. It's hard to know precisely what's happening. It looked for a moment as if the person was trying to move that, what appears to be an airbag there at the bottom of the screen, that white thing, as if to try to push it out of the way, to kick out. But it's impossible really to know, because it's hard to make out precisely what's happening in there. People may be wondering, why aren't the officers rushing that truck as we often see them do? And now there's movement at the top of the cab.
Yeah, we sure see that.
And here we go, Mark.
He's going to be climbing.
What's happening?
Yeah, well, you're seeing it just as we are here in real time. The suspect, the lone occupant of the vehicle, basically making efforts to climb out of that vehicle. The vehicle obviously ending up on the driver's side, overturning onto its side as he flew off the freeway here. It looks like he's making efforts to try and climb out of the vehicle. He may or may not be successful here as he's gone back into it. We just saw him with both arms outstretched, trying to kind of help himself up, but he might perhaps have injury. He might be stuck in some way. We just don't know, but he is definitely putting himself in a position where he might be able to try and get himself out of the vehicle, and that is going to be the best situation for officers here, because as he does climb out there, we're going to be able to see his hands. Both hands are going to know what he's doing at all times, and he is going to be in a position of vulnerability where Mark, the officers can certainly do whatever they need. Go ahead, Frank.
Mark, to that point, we have Officer Travis Monks from CHP on the line with us. Officer Monks, are you there?
Yes, sir.
So you're hopefully seeing what we're seeing. We see the suspect trying to climb out of the cab of this truck. What are your officers going to do now at this point?
Well, right now, since he is off the freeway and the safety of the public is our #1 concern, we're gonna use time, and we're gonna use time to our advantage on this one. Felony stop proceedings are in place. Probably gonna wait for a K9 to come. That way we can safely approach. As you can see, he is crawling out. If he complies with all our commands, he'll be taken into custody without any further incident.
Okay, and then his hands are now up in the air. And officer, you can lead us through what CHP officers are saying to this guy at this point.
At this point, we're telling him to get his hands up, to turn around, get down on the ground.
Gotcha, DB, thanks.
At which time we're going to tell him to, as we approach, we're going to do so safely, and then take him into custody.
So in this case, they're asking, it looks like they may actually be asking him to come up to the freeway itself. They are making sure they're keeping a safe distance. There's no crossfire between the officers if they need to fire on him. And he now does finally seem to be complying. He's turned around. He's got his hands locked behind his head. He is on his knees, and he is complying with the orders. It is remarkable, given what happened to his truck, the fact that he went flying off that freeway at considerable speed, turned over to the side, and then was able to come out. Now, we see other officers, as this suspect is being handcuffed, Officer Monks, that you see the other officers training their weapons on the cab of the truck. I'm assuming that they either believe someone is in there or they simply aren't sure. So to be safe, they are going to approach with guns drawn.
Absolutely. Like every situation, we never know exactly what's going on. So until one of us goes up there and actually physically sees that vehicle is cleared and there is no other occupants, we're going to maintain a level of safety and heightened security when it comes to that.
Officer, I'm also wondering, we know very little about how this all started or why it started. We do know that this individual is wanted for grand theft auto. Is there anything else you can tell us?
That's the information I've received from Whittier Police Department. This has been a multi-agency pursuit. It has gone from Los Angeles County to Riverside County and to San Bernardino County. We work very well with all allied agencies, passing and sharing information. So we're glad to see that this incident came to an end.
And you see the officer waving his left hand. It looks like they're putting up at least in what LAPD would be a code 4. I don't know if it's the same for the CHP, but indicating that it's an all clear.
Correct. It's a universal code sign among law enforcement.